head is below his shoulders, which I know he's like, you know, electrical and stuff, so his head can like wobble around and stuff, but the art just looked interesting to me in that regards. Xerath conquers his empire. Okay, when an ally landmark is destroyed, deal 1 to the weakest enemy, I think is what that said. Okay. Interesting. Some other 3-2 mosquito looking thing. 3-3 mosquito looking thing. Makes a landmark. Oh, the Vagar Senna deck. Okay. Deal 4. Okay. I don't really know what to think here, but I do see that disc. I didn't even see the Ascended on Xerath before. Is this the copium that I needed? What's his level up? Piercing Darkness. Oh, I was hoping that card had an animation. Like Lux Beam type animation. Okay. Allied landmarks destroyed, deal 3. Good one. Always lucky. What can I say? Was that one? Was that edited? I have no idea. Ooh. Landmark support, let's go. Alright, I can't wait to read all these. The Ascended level up. We can have an hour and a half movie time now. Deal 5 to the weakest enemy and enemy nexus. The enemy would die. Something. Destroy piece by piece. So he can win in like 4 turns if there's no healing. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at these. I'm a sucker for like electrical or like, that looks more like Xerath. That looks a lot more like Xerath to me. Oh, you can see his head. I guess it's not that far ahead. I wonder what I didn't pay too much attention to the other art. Okay, let's take a look at this. So yeah, like, look, this looks like Xerath from the game, and this looks okay too, but this one, he just looks like a keg. Like, the electrical looks so much different. This one probably looks like the best for the electrical. That one looks fine, but this, his level 1 art, he feels like he's just like a keg getting ready to explode. Like, if you told me that was like an electric powder keg, I'd be like, yeah, it is. When an allied landmark is destroyed, deal 1 to the weakest enemy. You've destroyed 4 allied landmarks to escape. Oh, that's so easy. That's so easy, especially with cards like the rock hopper that makes the royal sands or whatever it's called. That's like super easy to destroy. So yeah, this is a very easy level up, so you can very quickly get him to deal 3 to the weakest enemy when a landmark is destroyed. And there's ways to play like so many landmarks too, so okay, maybe this is not that bad. You've restored the Sun Disc is the level up, and this ends the game. So yeah, I think if I were to play Mono Shurima, I would put Xerath instead of something else. I don't think Xerath Azir works though. I don't know if Xerath, well, Nasus, it does work with Nasus because it's a Slay. So Xerath Nasus actually might be the way to go with landmarks? Okay, maybe. In enemy nexus, if an enemy unit would die, obliterate instead. They were 1 attack off. They had 1 job. Xerath's Rite of the Arcane. Slow. Destroy an ally landmark or one of your mana gems to deal 4 to an enemy unit. Okay. Destroy a landmark to do that. And then on top of that, you get to deal an additional 1 or 3 if you have Xerath out. Pretty cool. Alright. Other options for it. So there's Xeraths. Destroy, yeah, so that's just after you select it. Okay, we got it. Okay, I have to go here though. It looks about, yeah, this thing I thought was like a mosquito thingy. I don't actually know what it is. Last breath. Summon a sarcophagus. Yeah, something. Yeah, you think as a, someone that holds a degree in biology that something like this would be a little bit easier for me. But, let's see what this thing is. Countdown. 3 or when I'm destroyed, summon a restored devout. So, you can destroy this and summon a 1-mana 5/3 with Fearsome. Pretty cool. Alright. I like just, this is really good for Xerath. You just play this and then destroy it with whatever Xerath stuff, like the 4 mana or the 3 mana deal 4. Yeah, I mean, this is a great combo already. Risen Altar, countdown 3, or when I'm destroyed, summon a Damien the Unbound, 7 mana, 7/6, overwhelm with Spell Shield. Super cool. 6 mana is a bit steep, but because there are so many countdown options, it's not too bad. You do have to invest a little bit, but it also works with the Xerath, of course, too, dealing damage. Pretty sweet. I don't know exactly. This, Talia Malphite, being able to play Talia on this, kind of sick. Like, real sick. Ooh, yeah. I think this is more Talia Malphite than even the Xerath package. But maybe it goes in Xerath too. But this looks really cool. When I played Hearthstone, which was a while ago, I know a lot of people here played Hearthstone too, but the elementals were some of my favorites just because they look really cool. And this kind of reminds me of like an elemental look. I just think elementals look really sweet. So I like that. This art is definitely the Bilge Water art and just like the electrical type art. I like them both quite a bit. Herald of the Magus. When I'm summoned, if you've destroyed 4+ allied landmarks this game, grant your champions everywhere +2/+2 and overwhelm. Whoa. Okay, Malphite and Talia with overwhelm sounds pretty nuts. Nasus with overwhelm seems pretty nuts. This is looking really good. Oh, this is looking really good. That is a sweet card. I mean, 10 out of 10. This thing is a huge enabler. Like, before we were running things like moon weapons and like just other things that weren't as good. Zenith Blade. No, this is just better. This is really cool, and it's when I'm summoned too, so that makes it pretty awesome off of like Tri-Beam, if you randomly get it, for instance. 3 mana, Wastewalker, 3/3, overwhelm. When an ally landmark is destroyed, grant me +1/+1. What a freaking great card. That is going straight into Talia Malphite and into most Xerath decks. I mean, 3 mana, 3/3 with overwhelm. It's already 1 attack off the 4/3 ballista that is already played in Noxus. This is just one thing dies. It's a 3 mana 4/4 with overwhelm. Nuts card. We'll see play for sure, at least in like, assuming that like Talia Malphite can hold its own ground, and I would assume it goes into like just every Xerath deck too. Construct of Desolation. Create a Ruinous Acolyte or an Obelisk of Power in hand. Ruinous Acolyte, fearsome, 2 mana 2/1. Play destroy an allied landmark to grant allied Ruinous Acolytes everywhere +1/1. And it does it is main deckable, but what? There has to be more stuff to go with it for it to really work. I mean, 2 is just not enough. Obelisk of Power landmark, countdown 3, or when I'm summoned or destroyed, grant the strongest ally +2/0. At 1 mana, yeah, sure. I'll give my chip +2/0 all day. Sandseer, play, draw 1. If you draw a landmark, repeat this effect. Ah, holy landmark. Okay. This is sweet. This is really sweet. There is also the mill your own self effect too, which is hilarious. I'll do that sometime. I'll definitely have to do that sometime where I just play Sandseer and just mill myself. The game is over. It'll be interesting to see if people start to do that or not. Alright, well this card is sweet. It even has the fearsome keyword. Not as good as Overwhelm obviously, but it has a keyword that rather than just being vanilla, could draw you multiple cards. That card is insane. The art is beautiful. It just... what a great card. Alright, I'm really liking these. Unleashed Energy Burst for 3 mana. Give an ally +2/+1 this round, or destroy an allied landmark to give it +4/+2 this round. So much synergy. Yeah, this seems pretty decent if you're killing off a landmark. I mean, 2/1 for 3 is a bit steep, but +4/2. It is give and not grant. I really wish it was grant. If I'm destroying a landmark, like, it'd be cool if it was give an ally +2/+1, and then if this round, or destroy an ally landmark to grant an ally +4/+2. Like, just really a bit more payoff for destroying a landmark. But I'm sure they tried this and it was like, you know what, give has to be the way it is. Cool art as well. Servitude Desolation. I saw 7 mana and I perked up a bit. Summon a stasis statue to store all allied units and landmarks that died or were destroyed this round inside. There has to be... do they keep their countdowns is the big question. The reason I'm thinking about this is because things in like Talia Thralls or even like Auction decks, well, I guess they were destroyed, but like, let's say I have a 3, like my Frozen Thrall's at 3, countdown 3, and someone used Scorched Earth on it, destroys it, does it come back as 8 countdown again? Probably. If it came back as 3 though, it would be insane. I feel like this just won't hit because that's just a very certain thing. Like, it is allied units though too, which is kind of nuts. So like, this is an anti-ruination card. Like, if someone plays Ruination and you drop this thing, it's crazy. So you let the Ruination go through, and then you drop Servitude of Desolation, and then it all comes back, which is kind of nuts. And if you did have some, you know, landmarks that went down, so like, an example, if this thing completed its countdown, playing the 7-cost cards, not bad for that thing, I would say. There has to be some kind of combos that can be done. There has to be. I mean, this one's not quite good enough for that, but they really like that countdown theory. Alright, well, very cool cards. I want to try Xerath Nasus, I think, because ideally my Xerath is able to slay things to help my Nasus for my Monotrema. Renekton, I just think you have to add too much stuff. And Azir, after his nerf, is just so hard, but maybe there are a good number of creatures that help. And then just like Xerath or like Talia Malphite, there's a lot to be done here. There is a lot to be done. There's so many cards, like, I'm almost overwhelmed by the number of stuff to play. Like, that is no joke at all. Like, I'm like, wow, there is just so much content and things to try, and I will be doing my best to make videos on everything nice and early for you all. The last couple nights I have been just making different decks and trying different ideas. I just have this giant like Google Doc sheet of like all my ideas and the decks that I built for them. So I'm ready to go. We have one more reveal tomorrow. Pretty much everyone is saying Ziggs because of the trailer. Of course, I don't know if that's the case, but I assume Ziggs makes sense. I assume he's like half PNZ and half Bandle. I don't know though. And maybe does something with spells. Because he's like a mage in League of Legends. Maybe he has some kind of like nexus ender, like the way his satchel does in League of Legends for the towers. Who knows? But thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Really cool cards. Can't wait to play them. Bye!